Haha. Hey YTPC, did you miss me?
And now, here are your hosts of Pipe and Cigar Smoking Vets.
Well, what the hell is that? I don't know. Things are getting a little wacky around here. I know it's been a while, but I'm back with a review. And for this review, we are doing Back to Back by Davidoff Cigars, available in 5x50, 6x60, and this stick 7x70. It has Nicaraguan filler, a Nicaraguan binder, and a Nicaraguan wrapper. So what you say we take the foot band off and fire it up and see where it takes us. Gonna try it. As you can see, didn't really get all that good of a cut on it. So I went ahead and did a second cut. Looks like there shouldn't be any performance issues with it, so what do you say we fire it up and see where it takes us? Now, right off the light, I'm getting some hints of fig and some coffee, so let the first third of this warm right up and let you know where it takes us. So here we are now, about 5.5 minutes in, and that fig has really backed off, and the primary notes I'm getting are now that there's that coffee, there's a cedar and a bit of a chocolatey note on it. So we're going to let this first third continue going. You can see, and maybe it's because it's a larger ring gauge, and it's been a while since I've had a 70 ring gauge, that maybe I just didn't light it perfectly razor sharp. But we're going to see how that may correct itself as we go along. So, as this stick gets going, I'm going to explain to you what's going on right over here. And what the Duchess of Cigarillo and I have been up to. So why don't you stick around? Something tells me this is going to be a long smoke. Now, as we're approaching 23.5 minutes, you see just entering the second third, and I'm getting some peppery notes in there, and it's not taken away from the cedar or the coffee, the chocolatey notes have all but disappeared. And the finish is nice. It's a smooth, creamy texture on the finish. The body is a nice medium, maybe a little, not quite a medium to full, so I'd say a medium plus at this point. I ashed it off one time. It's a little bit flaky on the ash. I'm gonna have to touch it up here as the burn line is getting a little off. So just a minor little touch up. Nothing bittery at all about touching it up. So we'll be back here in just a couple minutes and let you know what the Duchess of Cigarillo and I have been up to. So here we are, just over 36 minutes. And you see that little guy down there? That is a new addition to pipe and cigar smoking bits. I had no other choice but to fiddle around with a different video editor because of our other project that we teased here about a month or two ago. About jumping into the podcasting over on Spotify. We've done 6 episodes now, and only one has had any kind of adult libation in it, and one quick reference to a cigar. So what we do over there is we comment on stuff we're seeing in the news, putting our own, I don't want to say spin, but it's our own opinions on things. Of the 6, as I ashed it again, of these 6 episodes that we have done, one episode had just me, one episode had just the Duchess. The other 4 episodes were both the Duchess and I. So, if anybody wants, comment down below. I don't think I'll just jump off and throw the link in the description. Unless folks want to check it out. So the thing with that is learning a new editor on top of my 40 hours of work and hour to and from 5 days a week, looking at, there's 50 hours in the week right there. I'm putting in, 1 hour to record. It's 51 hours. I'm putting in easily 24, 25 hours on top of that after work, trying to edit a 1 hour podcast. So eventually I'm going to get it to be comfortable enough where I can have that 1 hour podcast on Spotify, editing, getting good enough that I can still be able to do reviews, whether it is of a bourbon, whiskey, scotch, adult libation, or a nice cigar. or on our right here in YTPC, I'd like to keep that going. Or if I do a sit-down comedy, a line or two of joking over on our pipe and cigar smoking vets on Rumble. So unfortunately, it gets to the point right now there's not enough time to keep everything going. So being that Spotify trying to build up and have a larger outreach, that's where all my attention is going, especially because I get off at midnight and get home at 1. I don't want to do a cigar review or a sit-down comedy at 1 o'clock in the morning when the Duchess is trying to sleep. So try to respect her. That's why the reviews and posts here on YouTube, the YTPC, has been fewer and more far between. So once I get better at the editing process, then hopefully, because I've got a stockpile of cigars that I would like to review and split it up, between YTPC and Rumble. So I think this, wow. It's been about 5 minutes, so I'm just now entering the final third. I thought it was going to be much longer of a smoke than it actually has been, but you never know. It might wind up slowing down, so stick around. Find out what that final third is all about, and our overall thoughts of this Back2Back. So as I'm approaching 1 hour, where I normally shut down production, I am just now, let's see if we can do this, peeling the label. About halfway through the final third, and I'm seeing some citrus take away from the creaminess that's on the finish, but it's also bringing up some leathery notes. The coffee is still there, the cedar is still there. So I'll get through this final third and I will let you know my overall thoughts. Just over an hour and 21 minutes, about an hour 20 and a half minutes. You can see I'm pretty much nubbing it here, and I'm going to call it quits. This one, before I call it quits, I'll do one final touch up. It's been a pretty solid stick all the way through, medium to medium plus. If you're kicking around, you got some friends around, definitely something you can converse with. I can see it pairing good with a mellow bourbon, maybe a 70-80 proof with not too much bite on it. Great smoke output. In between what I've kept in the video, I've had my extractor fans going. It's had that much a smoke output. Definitely, if I haven't said it before, it's been over an hour, so big thanks to my boss, who I've done cigar exchanges with. And I've got one more of these sticks, and I'm going to save that one. I don't know when, but sometime I'll kick back with the titles over my head. I won't have any on my shoulder like I did at the beginning of the video. But yeah, just kick back with a couple pours of bourbon. Have the Duchess of Cigarillo right beside me. Won't have to worry about that little guy. He will be around on videos going forward, as long as I can maintain this new editing software that I'm using. So we hope to see you either again here on the YTPC, over on our Rumble channel, or over on Spotify. So, on behalf of the Duchess of Cigarillo, may you find peace at the end of your smoke. Happy smoking.